Hey guys, so I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's gotten into a lobby and had everyone start blasting his mic, right? So the Razer Kraken is the noise cancelling 7.1 surround sound headphones, and there's been a buzz about these headphones for a while now, and I decided to get a pair for myself just to try them out, and in some aspects my expectations were exceeded. And there is one thing though that got to me that we're gonna talk about, but before we even get into that, let's just start from the basics. So first things first, visually speaking, the first thing that jumps out at you is just the mixture of all the blacks and how well they look together. You have jet black, you have matte black, and that's going all around the headphones, and everything looks to blend seamlessly well, and that's always a positive. Now the ear cushions, you can make a whole story about them for hours if you wanted to. Now these are incredibly comfortable. They fit around my ears nicely, and they don't feel too big and they don't feel loose or lopsided. Comfort, I'm telling you, with these headphones, it's almost an unbeatable price. Further down on the left ear cushion, you'll see that there is a little stub right here, and if you extend that, you realize that it's actually the microphone. So that's a cool little feature. Honestly, I understand the thinking behind that, because how many times do you find yourself not actually using the microphone, but it's still in your way, or it's still, sometimes it's a distraction having the microphone just always there constantly. I personally don't think it's a gimmick, and honestly, how they feel cannot be understated. The inclusion of the leather just increases the awesomeness of these headphones. And in terms of build, I seriously have no quirks with the build. I think these things were built from the ground up just to feel and look as incredible as possible. Now, I'm just gonna be straightforward. These are actually the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn, period. The main body of the headphones themselves are built out of lightweight aluminum. I'm gonna say there has to be an emphasis on the light, because these things feel like they don't even have any weight on them, and you can be wearing them for hours. And on top of that, they also have increased padding, so like the comfort level on these things is like beyond what you can even imagine. And I'm not trying to sound hyperbolic, but they just feel so good. Sometimes you may even forget you're wearing them. The cushions feel so soft, the padding at the top feels so cushiony, so it's like you have so much comfort. It is not wireless. And as for the microphone, it's a unidirectional cardioid microphone. And for the controls, they're not that complicated. Right along the wire, you'll have your remote controls, and they are fairly simple. Right back to the cushions, what they have infused here is a cooling gel. So for anybody that wears big headphones, you tend to notice sometimes that they do build up sweat behind your ears, and sometimes you may not even be doing anything. It's just the fact that you have leather on top of your skin and start perspirating. So what they did is they infused the cooling gel in this. Pretty much when you wear these headphones, you don't even feel any disturbance. You feel complete comfort, put it that way. Basically, you can wear these for hours and you won't have any headaches, the occasional ear pains. It's a 7.1 surround sound. Cool enough, there's also a software-enabled surround sound, but unfortunately that's only for Windows 10 64-bit users, and the rest of us peasants are just gonna suffer, right? And there's also two 50mm drivers on each side of this. You get very, very clean sound, and the bass is crisp. The sound is extremely pure and very accurate, and you really tend to get immersed in whatever you're doing. You may just be talking to someone, just the comfort level and the sound in the headphones, it's a really immersive feel when you get to use them. See, the thing is, for me, and this is where my one criticism comes at, see, I like loud headphones, like really loud, like unusually loud, okay? Like I like to get my head blown off. And the thing about these headphones is, for me personally, at maximum volume, I don't feel like they got loud enough. That doesn't mean they're not loud, but for me, I was expecting a little more, right? Like they do such a great job at noise isolation that if they were just a little bit louder, I feel like it would be more, you can still kind of hear sounds outside the headphones. And for me personally, what I was expecting is complete isolation. Once these things are on, like the whole world is on mute. But for me personally, again, that's just my take on it. They didn't get as loud as I wanted them to, but okay loud. So realistically speaking, is the Razer Kraken actually worth it? There's way more good than bad with these, like way more. Pound for pound, buck for buck, like way more good comes out of these headphones than the bad. Now, my criticism of it, you could call it nitpick. Generally, it's not gonna be something universal that people also dislike or criticize, because for me personally, I just really like loud headphones. And other people may not enjoy that. And for some people, that's just not for them. Regardless of that, keeping in mind of my criticism, even if I had foreknowledge of how the volume was gonna be on these headphones, I still would have bought them because of how good and comfortable they are. There's just way too much good than one little bad in these. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to try it for yourself and tell me what you think. And that's been it for me, guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jadija, and I'm out.